Yo, this a Govy. Cause right now you're locked into Viper. It's the first man him reach out like we reach out to try the music with him. You know how it happened. It was I started record the song, and DJ Frass, who was very close to Mavado, he was in the studio the night, because it was by his studio. I was recording it for Automatic Records, big up Otto. So I was recording it, and when I finished the verses, I'll give you a funny story. When I finished the verses for that, DJ Frass was like, "Yo, don't do no chorus. Move out for this chorus." And I say, "Yeah." And him say, "Yeah, man, don't do no chorus." And I said, "Alright." So what happened now, DJ Frass went back to the States and he linked up and like, "Yo, one and Govy one on his album and him for do a song anyway." So he called me and I move out of top because we knew each other for years, but when I got the break, he haven't seen me, but when I know him before I got the break, and I've people link me and say, "Yo, say singer and say, yeah, I feel good for say I get the break." I hear him like whole heap of convoy and him all of them say, yeah man, big up the G for me, and So when DJ Frass was working on that, it took months. Yeah, it was the last song for the album. The last song that I received for the album. It took probably 6 months, but if you know Mavado, that's kind of quick. Cause them man they take a long, cause that's how he move. He move off his own timing, and so it took a minute. It's not saying him take long for create music or nothing like that. He just go off his vibe, and sometimes his vibe's just not there, and he's more of a type of person that is more quality over quantity. He's not gonna record 20, 30 songs for the year. He don't believe in that. He believe in 3 songs where more closer to like what I do and do it. Them not believe in the bagger rate. So him feel like so whenever I'm record it's supposed to be special. That's his model, you understand? So it took some time, and funny enough, those verses for me wasn't the verses original in Earth Hell. The verses that was on Earth Hell originally is now the first track for the album Letter. So Letter was the track, was the verses that was recording on the Earth Hell Rhythm. But when Mavado sang about the chorus, I just felt like my verse and his chorus wasn't connecting because him got grimy, as what he said in the first song. I was like, yo, the man got with the griminess, so I said like, yo, me just feel like my party too smooth and not connect with what him said. So I said, you know what? Go back in and I tell Frass, man, go back in from the verse. I say, yeah, man, do it, man. I'm going to go back in from the verse. I'm sending Frass, and Frass, I said, this is mad, And send it back to my father, and I was like, yo, gee, you got too hard, too hard. You got me, I forgot about the verse, I said it to you by him. I say, yo, mad, this mad. So, yeah, so that's how all of that came out, Yeah, man, Earth Hell. Yeah, it did take some time. The executive producers, Jordan, Chimney Records, like, yeah, man, Jordan, a whole heap of back and forth in terms of like, getting some things right, Him definitely did a great job in terms of like helping me putting things together. And also like Immune Records, that's German from my G from Stuttgart in Germany. He's here now for years now. Like I got the break internet well on a bigger scale with German with Girl Clone. So me and him have a chemistry like 90% of whatever me I do growing through Germans, and so getting that album together took over a year. It took some time, like for instance, Better Than That was recorded like a year before it was released. I think even Force Story was recorded, and I even forgot about Force Story because I recorded by Frank White one night, just recording for Crash Dummy. Crash Dummy also produced that track. So when I recorded Force Story, like I was listening to the album and I just felt like, yo, I need something more inspirational, something like Champ, like just get people like, and I was running through my laptop and I heard it and I was like, yo, oh, so the song here, this bad man. I was like, yo, someone file for this again, and we get it together and put it together and made Jordan hear it, because Jordan never hear that. So then hear it, he was like, yo, this bad, where this today? And I said, yo, there's a bit of voice and I remember nothing about it. and you know, him hear it and we say, yo, this definitely if it put together. So it was the last song chosen for the album. Earthhead was the last song I received for the album. So yeah. That's but it took it for it to sound the way it sound. I never something just get up and just do overnight. It took some time and it took planning and it took execution. That's why it sounded how it sound. You know, you could hear the thought process through it like it was clear. You know.